Trouble Reborn Team Umizoomi story. Good bedtime stories for kids. Today we have a book named Trouble Reborn Team Umizoomi story. Good bedtime stories for kids. I think they're so pretty. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I love it. Please give this video a like if you enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories. Thank you, reading. So, here we go. The go-getters have done it again, said an auburn-haired woman filled with optimism. These heroes have stopped the troublemakers once again. Umi City can no longer worry because those two will never come back so long as the go-getters are still around, as the team has said. The city once again can rest and enjoy simple things like picnics and... The screen turned off. It was a flat-screen TV in a room. Inside that room were two red, modern chairs, a square table with a remote and two empty wine glasses, and a large window adorned with green curtain. The room had blue carpeting, white walls, and a white ceiling. Without the flat-screen TV, there was an incredible view of Umi City and its outskirts, even in the nighttime. I'm getting tired of watching these recordings over and over again. It's an English accent spoke. The person with said accent poured non-alcoholic grape wine into the wine glasses, then proceeded to grab one of them. Every time we show up, those accursed go-getters foil us. Another person grabbed the other wine glass. Our greatest mistake was hiding and standing by while they do their superhero stuff. Because of them, most of Umi City may have forgotten about us by now. Yeah, the other person said with a nearly dim-witted accent. Back in Umi City, a door was opened to a secret hallway. The secret hallway had only a few small rooms that only a few have seen. A dark-skinned, dark-haired woman in a blue suit named Lyra Lennox was leading a group of tiny people into one of the rooms. They consisted of a red-haired girl in pink clothes named Millie, a navy blue-haired boy in blue clothes named Gio, and a green robot named Bob. Together, they were Team umizoomi. Lyra closed and locked the door behind her and turned on a flashlight. It was a long trip across the hallway before the silence was broken. "Why are we here?" said Millie. "Is there something you want to show us?" "Yes," said Lyra. "It's in the room at the end of this hallway." Shortly, they approached a metal door with an electronic lock. The woman placed the password and the door was opened. Behold! The room automatically lit itself up to reveal several displays of antiques and items from the time Umi City began to its current time. This is the secret Umi City History Museum, where possessions too valuable or too dangerous are taken so no one can mar their true beauty. Only a few have seen it because of their respect towards our raw history. Not even our Umi City guards know about this. "Vintage vaults!" Bo exclaimed with excitement. "I never thought we'd get to see some of Umi City's finest history." "Me too," said Gio. "How about you, Millie?" "Wow," was all Millie could say at the moment. The team took the time to look at everything as much as possible. There were old gadgets and gizmos and even clothing and marked history, but what really fascinated them was a newspaper in front of them. It wasn't very old. It was dated August 5, 2000, and it featured a grayscale picture of three typical superheroes with two unknown creatures in front of them. These two creatures had oddly shaped bodies, one shaped like a pill and one shaped like a hot dog whiner, with pointed ears and odd-styled hair. The whiner-shaped creature had short hair and round eyes covered with goggles. He wore a jumpsuit-like outfit with gloves and large shoes. The pill-shaped creature was shorter than his counterpart. He had hair down to his shoulders and vertical oval eyes covered with glasses. He wore almost the same outfit as the whiner-shaped creature, but the legs of his jumpsuit were longer and his shoes were smaller. Behind the two creatures were three human-esque superheroes that looked way taller than the two creatures. They all wore the same jumpsuit with capes, but two were male and one was female. Team Umizoomi looked in wonder at the newspaper. "Why, who are those people?" Bot said. Lyra turned around with a rather concerned face. She then came up to the newspaper and examined it a little before saying, "Those are the troublemakers." "The troublemakers," said Millie. "Yes," the woman said. "Their impact on our society has left scars that would never heal if the citizens continued to worry, so we had to hide any evidence that they ever existed." "And why is that so?" Gio said. The woman began to tell the story. Back in the turn of the third millennium, the troublemakers would terrorize the citizens every day. They would destroy inanimate objects, alter DNA, and even defy physics, but they could not do this without a special weapon they call the trouble ray. It seemed like all was lost for Umi City, until a group of citizens decided enough was enough. The citizens stood up to the troublemakers, and with the powers they had, the citizens knocked them down. They became the go-getters. Those people in the back of the troublemakers must have been the go-getters, said Millie. Lyra continued. Every time the troublemakers tried to cause trouble to our beloved city, the go-getters would defeat them. This continued until the troublemakers decided to hide with almost no trace of them left, except for a few things. The troublemakers never bothered us again so long as the go-getters were always there to protect the city. But a year later, the go-getters disbanded due to a quarrel between members. The troublemakers do not know about the whole thing yet, but if they do, they will come back to this very place to cause trouble once more. Team Umizoomi, the entire time you have been here, you knew how to solve every problem in the city, even the most dire ones, but we don't know how you will fare against the troublemakers. We can handle it, said Bo. With our mighty math powers, those troublemakers will be leaving the city before they have the chance to enter again. Lyra said with concern. Well, we hope they're enough. Now that we have satellite television, let's see how well Umi City has been since we left, said the English accented man. With that, he grabbed the remote and turned on the TV. On the screen was a man who looked to be in his late 50s. The man said, "The go-getters, who have disbanded on October 12, 2001. But a new team of superheroes has promised us that Umi City will be in superhero arms again, and that is Team Umizoomi." "Team Umizoomi?" said the dim-witted sounding man. "With a name like that, they could make us leave the city before we have the chance to enter again. Here's a picture of Team Umizoomi, just in case you don't know who they are." The man continued. Suddenly, a picture of Team Umizoomi appeared. The team consisted of a boy, a girl, and a robot, and they're all tiny. After a quick observation, the two men jumped to the conclusion that Team Umizoomi could be easier to defeat than the go-getters. The two men then turned to each other, revealing to be the creatures known as the troublemakers. They have slightly changed since they were last seen. One of the troublemakers, known as Little Trouble, had shaved all the hair on his head except for the large orange tuft, styled into a mohawk. His outfit was purple and yellow with orange glove. "Are you thinking what I'm thinking, old chap?" said Little Trouble. The other troublemaker, Big Trouble, turned to Big Trouble. His blue hair has grown longer and started standing up. He was wearing his usual yellow and purple outfit with blue gloves. Yeah, I was thinking we could become friends with the team by causing trouble not only to Umi City, but also to them, said Big Trouble. How brilliant. It's like you've read my mind, said Little Trouble. The troublemakers got off their chairs, walked up to the window, and laughed evilly as they gazed upon Umi City. The end. Good job, friends. Thank you so much for reading with me. Bye, I'll see you next time.